And Jordy Smith out there in the lineup now, taking on Caio, Ibelli. And we've got one of the wildcards in the event, Jorgann Couzinet, who's been having some great success on the qualifying series of late, but it's Jordy Smith who's going to get things started early here, just cruising, stylishly cruising his way through to the inside. The big man, so much variety in his forehand. He's had a perfect heat out here in the past. And whether it's big or small, Jordy can show. Jordy.
It's just smooth little layback snap there, but it wasn't too committed because he saw that section in front. The way he climbed over the white water, the foam climb was simple, easy, fluid. Into this inside section, flares the tail out. Look how small this wave is. In here it's waist high, but Jordy's just still able to find speed.
Let go of some decent turns there, and well, here goes to Jorgann. Let's see what he can do. The surfer from Reunion Island, now living in France, owns a mean layback snap, which is a move that's scored very well from the panel so far this season. Also not afraid to go to the air as he looks to get a solid score on the board against a couple of his heroes. Rolling through right to the inside. So busy on this wave and finishes nicely.
Been easy to overpower that wave, but he connected with it beautifully.
And then this is Jorgann's wave on the replay button. A couple of decent turns on the outside, a much bigger wall to work with.
Yes, a much longer wave, a lot more open space, holding the rail there, driving it around. A lot of variety, some different types of turns. Another snap out of the top, drives out of the bottom, another little flare of the tail there, and then here goes for the last floater. Kind of pulls it a little short, didn't get quite up on top of the lip, but at the same time it was a completed ride and there was a lot of work done. Quite incredible. He's up again here.
A strategy to keep busy early on and get a couple of numbers on the board. Beautiful swoop to start this ride off. Really whipping through his turns at the moment is Jordy Smith. Great body torque. Appears to be moving at a slower pace, but don't let the style fool you. Here he's hammering down the line. Throws the Uke. And not done with this one just yet.
Under the weight of expectation, he was, there's been a lot expected from Jordy Smith for a very long time as we see the replay. And under the weight of that expectation, sometimes your performance can stiffen up. This year, without that expectation, he looks freer, looks looser. And even on these small waves, he's certainly not getting the best waves out there yet in this heat. And he has been out wave selected. But the surfer, you see him lining up the alley-oop through the inside there. Pulls it off cleanly into the last floater. So a nice use of the space that was on offer there. But again, it wasn't one of the bigger waves. It wasn't one of the better waves. You see him load up, compressed early, spins it around with that front arm and that upper body and the head, lead the rotation. And then into this last closeout float to complete it. Judges are taking some time to evaluate these scores and make sure this exchange between Jordy and Caio.
Caio Ibelli's up. Caio's done some great rail surfing on his road to some big finishes in the past. And he's going to fall out of the sky on that last floater to finish that ride off. 27.5 minutes to go. Should be some okay numbers rolling through from that exchange.
Speeding down the line, obviously saw that section that he just floated off. So the first part of the wave, nice, beautiful carve there. And you can see the size of this wall into a beautiful tail wafting re-entry. Steep down the inside into another one. Pumping, driving, lots of opportunity. Critical surfing. Formation so that the birds behind them don't use as much energy. Speaking of energy.
Caio Ibelli, he's been surfing with a lot of energy. You were bringing up a point before. He was a little bit more frantic in racing. Beyond the break at the moment, approaching Caio on the inside, getting into one early. He's trying to get rid of a 1.33.
Cold weather, sometimes you just want to get busy, and Jordy Smith wants to do exactly that.
Oh, beautiful big cut down to get started on this ride. A lot of power unloaded in that manoeuvre. Now looking for some more major opportunities to lay that board over. Climbs back out in front of this section. The wave starting to bowl out on that shallow inside reef. Jordy gets the fins free for a moment, reels it back in. Trying to get rid of a 4.17.
Oh, he's putting much pressure on himself. So you see here, again, take time. Look at this searing carve out of the top into a float. That was cut a little bit short. The second one was better. Into this section, another nice racing top turn. Floats this, you think he might be too far back, but Jordy Smith picked a beautiful wave. Great read on this one. Close-out turn on the inside, looking to improve on the 417, as you said, Ronnie. What do you think?
remarkable management of speed and making split decisions midway through turns to accelerate, get back on that front foot, not overcommit and get caught behind, and really collected a couple of nice extras on the inside here.
Yeah, I feel like he'll improve on that 417, watching it on those replays. Again, it wasn't the best wave we've seen out there, but look at this carve. Wow, just look at the spray, the use of the rail. Compresses really low as he comes out of it. This turn got a little bit short. Didn't quite get the projection he would have liked, but it meant that he was able to sort of fit two in where you might have only got one. So whether that was deliberate or not, he definitely made the most of that situation. Another little speed flare out of the top there. He pumps into this floater, and great surfing from Jordy Smith on what has been not the best waves on offer, but certainly amazing surfing, and surfing the wave up on what their potential most probably is.
Yeah, that first turn, almost like a boxer throwing a punch, really expelling some air as he cut his way through it. You could see his cheeks all puffed up. What a beautiful shot that was. Jeffreys Bay, what a sunrise we had here this morning. And it shed light on some pretty clean conditions. There's been some good heats so far. Jordy Smith just taking things to another level. We've got a man surfing in his first championship tour event here, Jorgann Couzinet, getting the call up, second on the QS.
Just wasted your priority, and it can be a death knell for your campaign. And here's Caio, hoping to do exactly that.
Caio Ibelli just a little sticky on that first turn, but recovering now, has a bit of speed, floating down the line, adding some extras, loading up for a big finish. Just can't quite get the grab. Wanted the double grab. Strong offshore breeze blowing out there, so the equipment just blasted away from his feet as soon as he exited the water. Ahead of Caio Ibelli, who wasn't able to capitalise on this one and is still vulnerable as we head into the final 7.5 minutes here.
Yeah, they looked a little sticky at the start, as you alluded to in the live call. He knows that nothing really of consequence has happened to that point, and he may as well throw that score away and go for something crazy, because it was the only way of boosting that score into something that he'd want to keep. You see there, you see the weighting and the unweighting. Look how low he is. And then he just throws it up, tries to get the double grab.
One of them's counting. Here he goes now. Let's see if he loosens up a little bit. Fell on his last ride. No doubt there'll be some nerves competing in your first championship tour event, but he doesn't need a lot to get up in the second spot. A couple of decent carves, got a little hung up there, and isn't going to ride out of that one.
Tough. Watch this sort of driving into this first turn, little flick out of the top. And there's that little catch of the rail, little awkward moment. Here you start to think he's starting to find his groove on this one. A couple of nice turns, and look at the bottom, just fully dropped out.
2.64. Meanwhile, Caio gets an opportunity to string together some decent moves on the outside, and he takes a fall as well.
Caio Ibelli, couple of nice turns. A completion here, and he would have had definitely improved on that 2.30.
Event win away from it, igniting a pretty special role, but you've got to be winning events in order to get those titles. He hasn't had one yet this year. Got close in Brazil. As we see Caio up, just trying to lock in this second spot at the moment. 1 minute remaining, smaller wave. He's going to throw the reverse. He'll go down on that one. 55 seconds to go here. Couzinet is capable of, but Caio surfing on the QS for a number of years as well. He'd be aware this guy is building his way towards the championship tour. 18th in 2017 on the QS, 16th in 2018, sitting in second at the moment and chasing a score out of this ride, a 3.61 to get back into second spot.
Watch the replay. Little pump, waiting for it to stand up. Flatter section, he gets a nice round carve off it. Hangs in the pocket to get that snap into a third turn. Everything was completed and had desperation and energy in it.
Nervous wait here for Caio Ibelli.
Sure is.
And the number is rolling in now. And it drops. It's a 3, so not quite enough. And Couzinet, he'll have to fight his way out of the elimination round if he wants to stay alive here at the J-Bay Open.